My approach to playing music is I use non-traditional techniques. I play below the bridge, above the bridge, slap pizzicato, crackle and roll, rolling my bow against the body of the cello. And I occasionally use a loop pedal, and I mainly use electronics, mainly so I can combine all these different techniques. So for instance, I'll use the body of the cello to make a drum beat. A bass line. Then I'll add a melody on top. And you can create a chordal ensemble for a big build-up. So you can create a lot of different sounds with the cello. A lot of people think of cello, they'll think of those are beautiful pieces by Bach, but we can also create our own improvisations that are just as beautiful in their own way. Just like music is a part of my harmonic voice, like the music is also an extension of my desire for change, my desire for social justice, my desire for a better world. So for me, art, whether it be music or visual art, film, animation, sculpture, all these things are tools for me to try to make sense of this world, to be a catalyst for conversation, to inspire. Create a series of images about civil rights and lynchings. Like this is a new version of a piece called From Wind. This shows a lynching using music notation, using the coda symbol and a half note as a noose. Part of making proliferation, a lot of these posters were made, and the animated video was taken from this data from the Prison Policy Initiative, and that tracks the number of prisons out there. A lot of the work is based on research and historic data. Proliferation is an animated map that shows the growth of the US prison system, the biggest prison system in the world. Art being part of social justice is not a new thing. I want to incite reaction to the problem. So for me, linking visual art with music has given me an extended voice to where I can actually use this to explain the atrocities or the injustices that are happening. I love constantly challenging myself with a new medium and learning about a new medium. In 2010, I was invited to be an artist in residence at the Pilchuck School of Glass. And one of my favorite pieces that came out of the residency was this horn called a sousaphone. It's named after John Philip Sousa, the king of marshes, and Dr. Seuss. And it's in the key of B, so has a hole in the bottom where you can actually alter the sound a little. So you can change the pitch a little bit, but it's mostly more like a cornet. You know what's really sucky is when the camera's on, I can't play the thing. I'm learning to embrace when things turn out differently. If I have any type of expectations, more than likely I'll be disappointed. It's so weird. What's really important is to try something new every time you play and not be afraid of making mistakes. And I do that with visual art as well. Having these ideas of what you can and can't do can be one of the most limiting things. Let me give that a chance. Yeah. Just had an odd incident that happens quite regularly. I just went out to a bus that was making a lot of noise while we were filming. And I approached the bus driver dressed like this, and he looked at me with a little hesitation when I asked who was the bus driver around. He says, "Who wants to know?" And I thought that was really odd, but not really. I mean, he was quite fearful for no reason. He made assumptions about me, maybe because I'm maybe dressed down a little bit, or maybe because I'm wearing a hoodie, or maybe because of my skin hue. I'm not as annoyed this time as I normally am, but I'm going to play a piece about how annoyed I used to be. And yeah, because it used to make me somewhat angry and upset. So I feel better now.